If y'all were mad at Stacy last season, y'all gonna be really mad at these ladies. These ladies ain't playing. What's up, y'all? It's your girl Roxy with Roxy Says, and we're gonna talk about it. Love is Blind is back, baby. So today we are doing the Love is Blind Season 6 cast review. I know I'm late, but today we are discussing Love is Blind Season 6. Off the rip, let me say this about the cast. I'm loving the melanin of this cast. I'm loving the different body types of this cast. And I'm loving the ages. The people are a little bit older. I want y'all to add some people who are in their 40s, okay? I really want that, but y'all are heading in the right direction. So let's see, all right? So we're going to read the cast bios. I'm going to post the pictures of everybody and we're going to discuss. We don't know these people from anywhere, so we're going to see what their bios say about them. And maybe by the end of the season, we'll come back and see if we had the correct predictions or not, okay? Because from last season, I did a cast review and a lot of these people told on themselves in these bios, okay? A lot of these people told on themselves. We just weren't paying attention, but we're going to pay attention this time, okay? So let's get right into it. But before we do, please don't forget to hit like, comment, and subscribe. As you know, Love is Blind Season 6 starts February 14th. So if you're not booed up, you're going to be here with me, okay? We're going to be watching this show and talking about everything. So make sure that your notifications are on so that you know every time I post a new video. So let's get into it. So we're going to start off with the women. Okay. We have Brittany looking pretty in pink. Brittany is 25. She's a senior client partner. Brittany says that she's still single because she's keeping her standards high. And that means she's not compromising on her strong Christian morals or her distaste for poor dental hygiene. So don't come up to Brittany if your breath ain't right. I'm not mad at her, okay? Nobody should be going up to anybody if their breath ain't right, okay? Let's keep going. Although she's only 25 years old, Brittany sees herself as wise beyond her years, which has left her feeling frustrated with the casual dating scene in Charlotte. While she's learning to be more patient with potential suitors, she's only truly interested in a serious relationship that could lead to marriage one day. I'm looking for someone who is strong and able to provide me with peace in a partner. Life is tough, but being able to roll with the punches and continue to grow together is what I'm looking for. Okay, Brittany. Brittany is 25, but she's not here for the games. She's not into the casual, oh, let's just see where this goes, or we can Netflix and chill and see. No, Brittany's not having that, and I don't blame her, okay? Let's see who is next. Oh, look at this one. We got Alejandra. She's 28. She's a financial consultant. She's killing that dress. Like body. Love it. Beautiful. So being single is a choice for Alejandra, who refuses to settle when it comes to finding true love. I'm all for these women. They're not playing. They're not here to play with y'all, okay? They're not here to play with y'all. She says, I see such a bright future for myself, and I want to make sure that the partner that I choose is someone that only adds to my life. Yes, because if you're not adding to what I already got going on, why the fuck are you here? Go home, okay? As a self-described alpha woman, Alejandra is looking to meet her alpha male match in the pods. Okay, her ideal guy is very strong, confident, and a natural born leader. Okay, who doesn't like that? We like that. We like that. Who she can follow confidently through life's ups and downs, but he also must be emotionally intelligent and be able to effectively communicate. Okay, Alejandra admits that she'll snap if a guy doesn't close the toilet after flushing, but she knows Alejandra seems like a piece of work. I'm sorry. Alejandra seems like y'all gonna be doing a lot of arguing. Okay, but she knows that everybody, including herself, is a work in progress. I'm most proud of the personal growth I've made over the last few years to take care of myself first. She says, I'm constantly working on being a better version of myself. Okay, Alejandra has been through some things. I feel like she is the type who constantly has to stop herself from cursing somebody out. Right? Like she gives me one mistake, you're gone. And working on herself, right? That's her practicing not to curse your ass out. That's just what it gives. And I'm not mad at it. I'm just saying that's just what it gives. Next, we have Amber Desiree, or AD. Is it Ad or AD? AD. I'm going to say AD. Okay. So she's 33 years old and she's a real estate broker. She says, asking really surface level questions about her physical appearance in the pods is an automatic turnoff for Amber. And I get that. That's like when you talking to a guy and they like, send me a pic, send me a pic. You like go on Instagram. They like, no, send me a different pic. No, go on Instagram. Let me move on. Instead, she's looking for that forever type of love that stems from a soul connection, as she's wasted enough time on men who haven't been ready to commit. Timing just has not been on my side, she says. I've always been ready, and then I met people who are either halfway ready or lie to me. Amber's ideal guy is empathetic, smart, masculine, and just an overall good person, right? That's not too much to ask in 2024. Who can handle her tendency to be a bit pushy at times? The former New England Patriots cheerleader, oh, she's a little cheerleader, that's cute, is also looking for someone to join her for morning workouts in the gym, where she can be found 4 times a week, period. Same, okay? Ultimately, respect and friendship are the center of her ideal marriage, as she's not going to sacrifice her integrity for love. I stand strong in the things that I believe in, she says. I'm a strong, proud Black woman, and these are things that I will just not bend on. So far, the ladies are giving, take it or leave it. I would love to be in love. I would love to be partnered, but I ain't accepting no bullshit to say that I'm with somebody. And I love that, okay? Let's see who's next. Mackenzie. Mackenzie is 25 and she's a makeup artist. Remember y'all favorite from last season, Stacy? She was a makeup artist too. Y'all loved y'all some Stacy, didn't y'all? Mackenzie is 25. She's a makeup artist. And it says, as a former high school athlete, Mackenzie racked up thousands of points on the basketball court back in the day. However, she feels that as a 6 foot tall woman, her height hasn't necessarily helped her succeed off the court. She's 6 feet tall. And I thought I was tall. I'm like 5'8". 5'7", 5'8", somewhere. But she's 6 feet. Wow, she's tall. She's tall. And I'm sure that intimidates a lot of men. So she says, I've been very picky being such a tall female. So she's picky. Okay. As she should be. She could be picky too. Hello. All right. This experiment is going to be so good for me because I'm going to genuinely fall in love with somebody for who they are and not what they look like. The hookup heavy scene in Charlotte hasn't helped either, and most of the guys Mackenzie has met in real life or swiped past on dating apps just aren't ready to take the next step. Now it's what's on the inside that matters, and for Mackenzie, that means an extremely caring and empathetic man who believes in God and wants to have children someday. So a lot of these women want a man with empathy. Yes, that's very important, okay? Whether I'm blessed enough to have them myself or adopt, I was born to be a mom, and it would be a deal breaker if they didn't want to have children, she says. If she does find that guy, Mackenzie can't wait to get sporty with her future partner and sign up for a sand volleyball league. Now, I am happy that Mackenzie knows what her deal breakers are and she's not bending, okay? She wants to be a mother. That should be the first question she asking.
Hey, what's up? How are you? Hey, I'm Mackenzie. You want kids?
Because I'm trying to be a mother, period, right? Because sometimes you'll have people and they know that's what they want, but they really like this person. So they compromise and like, oh, maybe even if they don't want kids, maybe I can change their mind. No, set your deal breakers. Let it be known what you want. Okay. And let's take it from there. That's like the theme of these women so far. No compromise. We ain't compromising for nobody. Shit. Next, we got Amy C. She is 34 years old. She is a PR director. With only one long-term relationship under her belt, Amy knows she's going to need to step out from her comfort zone to meet her person. I want someone who is not only my best friend, but also pushes me to be better every day. In the past, if Amy didn't feel a spark in less than 5 minutes, she wouldn't put in much effort. I miss out on people that could have been good for me because I felt it's really not worth my time. But now she's turning over a new page in order to meet the right guy to help her be more vulnerable and let her walls down. While gestures like words of affirmation aren't her thing, so she doesn't like words of affirmation. I like words of affirmation, baby. Tell me what you tell me. Like, you know, like who doesn't like words of affirmation? Maybe it makes her uncomfortable. Some people, yeah, like some people, like they can't take compliments or they don't. Oh, okay, I get that. I like compliments. Okay. So she says food is her real love language. That's my real love language too. I'll be eating. Amy is an adventurous eater who loves to try new flavors. Same. Sorry, vegans, she adds. Ultimately, however, What's most important to Amy is being on the same page about starting a family. I definitely wouldn't be willing to sacrifice having kids, she says. That would be a total deal breaker for me. I hope these men is ready to have some kids because these ladies, they want babies, okay? They want babies. Next, we have Sarah Ann. She is 30 years old. She's a customer support manager. Sarah Ann is something of a dating unicorn in 2024. I have never used dating apps in my entire life, not once ever, she says. Being single for the last 4 years has primed Sarah Ann to make the most out of the experiment, and she's looking to break some bad habits. I've built up this ideology that I'm independent and I can do everything on my own. And don't ask for help, she says. A lot of people are like that. That can be a deterrent for men because everyone wants to feel needed, yes. Sarah Ann is searching for a thoughtful, funny, extremely playful guy in the pods. Someone who will embrace her religious life, as faith is not something she's willing to compromise on, but love is all about timing. And if Sarah Ann can stop being late to everything all of the time, her future husband might be waiting on the other side of that glowing blue wall. Now, I was just about to talk to her about being on time, but this video is late, so I can't say much. So let me move on, okay? So next we have Danette. She's 33 years old. She is a flight attendant. Danette wants to build a strong foundation with her future husband and a beautiful home on top of it to flex her DIY skills. I want to tear the house down and put it back together and make it real cute. My guy just has to want to help because you don't have to do the tile with me, but just carry the tiles upstairs for me. In the experiment, she's seeking an extremely supportive person who can cheer her on and believe she can do anything, even if her ideas might seem wild. I am unwilling to sacrifice being me, and that's just an all-around crazy adventurous person who is very spontaneous. And she'll give all that energy right back in return to support her partner's dreams because men who are complacent and lack ambition won't keep her attention for long. So she wants a go-getter, okay? She doesn't want someone who just sits in dreams and doesn't do anything. She needs to see that you are actually putting the work behind these dreams, period, okay? But Annette also has a shy side, which has made dating a challenge as she's over super cringy conversations on the apps. Most of my life, I have been so introverted and a hermit that I've missed out on so many opportunities. But lately, I've been pushing myself to get out of my comfort zone. If you're uncomfortable on dating apps and then you jumping on Love is Blind, yeah, this is a big push out of your comfort zone. Good luck, girl. Good luck. So next we have Sunny. What a cute name. Sunny. That's cute. She's 34 years old. She's a business analyst. And she says, with Love is Blind, Sunny is finally ready to tap into her main character energy. I want to be more of a lead in my story versus a sidekick. In past relationships, that's how it's been for me. Sunny says she hasn't always given her love to the right people, leaving her to pick up the pieces and rebuild all by herself, right? I've learned that not everybody has the same heart as you, and that was a really tough lesson for me to learn. Ooh. That's why Sunny can't wait to meet a supportive and loving man who is ready to start a family and make her feel special. She's confident she'll be able to spot the real deal in the pods, describing herself as a pretty, intuitive person who can easily read others' emotions. Let's hope so, okay? Because that will be very beneficial for her in these pods. She says, somebody that lies, even if it's a small lie, is a deal breaker for me. Yes, Sunny, because if you lying about the little stupid things, you definitely lying about the big important things. Let me calm down. Sunny hopes that the right guy will be part of her next chapter and that they can travel around the world and take hip-hop dance classes as a couple. She says it would be a beautiful thing to just share life with somebody who never makes you question who you are or your place in a relationship, period, Sunny. I get you, okay? Next, we got Laura. She is 34 years old. She's an account director. Laura has tried every other avenue to find love, and now she's come to Love is Blind with high hopes for establishing a genuine connection. So Laura's done it all, okay? She's like, this is my last chance, okay? So she says, I'm so ready to find love through this experiment. I need to quit putting people in a box and thinking that I know everything about them by the way they look. Laura has judged people based off of their looks in the past, and clearly she wants to do things a little bit differently now, okay? So she says, with a few long-term relationships under her belt, Laura knows what she wants and, more importantly, what she won't put up with. I've dated plenty of guys who have no idea who they are or where they're going, and I'm looking for someone who is sure of themselves. That's why Laura will gravitate towards real men over mama's boys in the pods who want to settle down and tie the knot. Still, she's learning to lean into compromise, especially when it comes to household chores. She's clashed with past partners about her extremely particular cleaning habits. Aside from a spotless home, a shared appreciation of music is the quickest way to her heart. When she's not climbing the corporate ladder at work, Laura loves to attend music festivals around the world. Laura seems like she has that boss energy. She knows what she wants. She knows where she's going, and she wants someone by her side who is the same way, okay? He needs to be confident. He needs to know where he's going. She's ready to do things differently. But it seems like the way that they frame it, like, baby, she needs to find a man on this show, this season, okay? It seems like Laura ain't leaving here by herself. Laura ain't leaving here without a ring. That's what it's giving. So we'll see, okay? Next, we have Jessica. She is 29 years old. She is an executive assistant. And she says, if you tend to judge a book by its cover, you'll likely miss out on Jessica's really funny and goofy personality. Above almost everything else for me is a good sense of humor, she says. One thing about me is I'm going to laugh, and so that means he's going to be laughing all the time, whether it be with me or at me. Jokes aside, Jessica is ready to push past any reservations that lead with vulnerability in the pods, as she's never really given someone the chance to fully know her. Okay, so in the past, Jessica has closed herself off, right? She'll let you in, but not all the way in, all right? If she does forge a connection there, her future husband must embrace not only Jessica, but her daughter, who comes first in her life. Is this the first person with a child? I think it is. Is she the first? So, as I was saying, but also her daughter, who comes first in her life. Someone who couldn't accept her daughter would be a total deal breaker, of course, and a complete red flag because we're a package deal, she says. As a single mother, Jessica has been completely focused on raising her 10-year-old daughter, but now she's ready to put herself first in this experiment to find the right person to join her loving family. So Jessica's 29, her daughter's 10, so she had her daughter when she was 19. So Jessica clearly had to grow up very quickly, and she had to get things together to provide for herself and for her daughter. So I can definitely imagine that Jessica is not here for no BS, for a time waster, for a bum. Like, you need to love her, you need to respect her, you need to be able to bring something to the table for her and her daughter. That's what it's giving, okay? Next, we have Danielle. Danielle is in corporate communications. She says, bring masculine energy and emotional maturity to a conversation, and Danielle will immediately take notice. Most guys she meets these days seem intimidated rather than motivated by her professional success. So she's looking for a manly man. I'm so sorry. I just thought of Izzy from last season. If y'all were mad at Stacy last season, y'all gonna be really mad at these ladies. These ladies ain't playing. These ladies are not. I can't wait to get to the men, because these women, they're not here to play. Okay, so she says most guys she meets these days seem intimidated rather than motivated by her professional success. So she's looking for a manly man who can keep up. In addition to her, she didn't say that. I said that. She didn't say that. Okay. In addition to her marketing career, Danielle is also in the Army Reserves. Thank you for your services, which she says surprises people. They're like, you're in the Army? Yes, I can get down and dirty, period. Relying on dating apps has left Danielle feeling frustrated by endless conversations that go nowhere. So nowadays, she's all about meeting face to face, or in this case, wall to wall. Now, I've never done dating apps, but I can only imagine. I watch videos. I see the girlies complaining.
What you doing? What you doing? What you doing? What you eating? What you going? What?
Yeah, that seems very annoying. Okay, you don't know any other words, sentences, phrases. Like, what the hell? What you doing? What you doing? Nothing. Dating is really difficult in this day and age. It's hard to find someone on the same page and as mutually invested in you as you are in them. Having just moved to Charlotte, Danielle started a new life in a city without knowing anybody, and she's proud of herself for being resilient throughout the entire process. While she's not looking to compromise on her freedom, Danielle knows there's a guy out there who wants to take the next step together. Okay, so she doesn't want to compromise on her freedom. I'm gonna need to understand a little bit more. I wish that they elaborated a little bit more. She wants to be in a relationship where she is still allowed to have her autonomy, to be free to make decisions. And this is a person who just adds to that happiness, to that joy, to that stability. Like I said, the theme for these women come to the table correct. These ladies are not dating potential. You need to come fully potential. Okay, they're not, no potential. Next, we have Chelsea. She's 31 years old. She's a flight attendant. We got another flight attendant. It says, Love is Blind is an opportunity Chelsea has been preparing for her whole life. Her whole life? Okay. As she feels she's waited long enough to find her forever person, travel buddy, best friend, and husband. But don't get it twisted. Independence is key to Chelsea's ideal relationship because of her passion for solo traveling around the world. Chelsea said, yeah, we could get married, but my passion is still solo traveling. Ooh, that's so funny. Okay. Still, she'd love to have someone to tag along for spontaneous adventures, especially if he's the one navigating, because driving isn't one of Chelsea's strong suits. Same here. I'm telling too much of my tea in this video. I'm sorry. Guys who just want to sit around all day and play video games get on her nerves because she's all about going outside and exploring the great outdoors. Other pet peeves? Well, following too many women on social media, smoking, and love bombing are all red flags for Chelsea. She's ready to give the green light, but only to the right person. Someone who can break down her barriers and connect on a more intimate level. Next, we have Amy. She's 28 years old. She's an e-commerce specialist. Modern romance has left Amy feeling hopeless about finding love. I don't go on dates. I don't know why I'm reading like that. I don't know why. I don't go on dates. I literally work and hang out with my friends and family, she says. I don't have the patience for apps, and I feel like they're super superficial. She's more than ready for the experiment to kick her journey to find a soulmate into high gear and break down her walls. Amy is particularly drawn to creative types. She learned how to play the ukulele during COVID and spends her weekends singing karaoke. I love karaoke. And would love to find somebody to collaborate with and share her passions. Above all else, Amy's future partner must not only get along with her family, but also establish really good communication with them and her culture too. Also, it doesn't hurt if there's a guy out there who can snap a good pic, okay? I love taking pictures. He better get ready to be an Instagram photographer, okay? So if you're going to be with Amy, you're going to have to take a lot of pictures of her, okay? Because she needs to snap it for the gram, and you need to get right with her culture. Okay, period, Amy. Okay, so next we have Amber. She's 31. She's in medical device sales. So it says prior relationships have made Amber realize just how integral trust is to a genuine partnership. That's a big thing that I haven't had in the past, she says. A deal breaker would be someone who has cheated, okay? Shout out to Uche. Getting along well with her extremely tight-knit family is another non-negotiable, as Amber FaceTimes with them almost every single day. Falling in love sight unseen might be a risk, but dating guys on Hinge is just as daunting for Amber, who wants to spend her life with a compassionate and confident man. These ladies are over the dating apps, okay? This opportunity is amazing because it removes what we don't like about the dating world nowadays, she says. It's all about really getting to know somebody for who they are to the core, which is what makes a relationship last. Amber, yes, this is true. Like, the idea of this show is a great opportunity because it removes what we don't like about the dating world. I would say that maybe season 1, right? For season 1, I would say that. Now, season 6, these people are here for fame. I'm sorry. Like, I feel like, and I said this in my previous reviews, I feel like these people come on the show now at this point for fame. And if they find love, that's just the cherry on top. But I feel like the majority of people on this show, they're not here for love. Some are, but I feel like the majority, it's like, look, I'm here to, get some money. I'm here to build my followers up. And if I find a husband, if I find a wife, great. That's even better. But, I feel like the authenticity of the show has definitely faded. We will never get that raw experience like we did season 1. It won't happen again. We've gotten some beautiful couples since then, right? I just feel like the purity of season 1, it'll never happen again. I'm sorry. It'll never happen again. But we still gonna watch, right? So next we have Ashley. She's 32 years old. She's a nurse practitioner. Ashley has a type, and it's the pretty boy player who doesn't treat her right. Oh no, Ashley. No, we can't be doing that. No. Now she's ready to make different dating decisions. Okay, good. To only meet men who uplift her. In my past relationships, guys have felt like I was too good for them because I'm goal-oriented, she says. I refuse to be with someone that dims my light ever again. Finding a considerate and positive gentleman who puts her first is a priority moving forward. And hey, if he happens to have a sparkling smile, it won't hurt, because Ashley's biggest fear is that his teeth aren't going to be nice. But she's also had to learn how to be more considerate about respecting other people's boundaries. The world does not revolve around Ashley, contrary to popular belief, she says. To popular belief or to her belief? Okay. I'm a little bossy and I don't like being told no. Hopefully she'll be able to find a guy who says yes, as love is the one thing missing in her life. I literally have everything. I have the dog, the house, the career, and the family, but I just don't have my person, she says. That's why I'm ready to go head first into this experiment. Like I said before, these men better come correct, okay? Because these women, they got it going on. They got it going on, okay? Let's see what the men are talking about. So first off, we have Matthew. He is a senior financial advisor. He's 37, close to 40. Yes, we love it. Thank you. Matthew knows he's been emotionally guarded when it comes to past relationships, and that's why he's choosing to confront his issues head on with Love is Blind. So you're confronting your issues with Love is Blind. Did you go to therapy first before you? Okay, when life presents you with an opportunity which takes that weakness and exposes it, how can you turn it down if it's really important to find that special someone? If he can tear his walls down, Matthew is looking for an intelligent, caring, considerate, hardworking, and driven woman in the pods who won't mind his boxer dog sleeping in bed with him. But he's ready to put it all on the line to meet his perfect match, adding, I don't think there's anything that I wouldn't sacrifice to find the right person, and my commitment to this experiment is evident of that. Okay, thank you, Matthew. I know someone gonna be in the comments like, oh, you said he had to get therapy. You didn't say the woman had to get therapy. We all need therapy, okay? We all need it. I'm gonna put that out there. So don't no one get in the comments getting all mad. Okay, so next we have Kenneth. He's 26 years old and he's a middle school principal. Wow, that's dope. 26 and he's already a principal. I'm already getting very driven, very determined from Kenneth. So it says Kenneth's relationship with God and his family come first, and he's looking for a partner who is aligned on making both a priority. Those two things are very pivotal to my existence and being able to navigate life, he says. His perfect woman is caring, compassionate, intelligent, nurturing, and most of all, just authentic to who they are. Kenneth immediately takes note of self-serving behavior, which is a major turn-off. A red flag for me is when I see signs of no empathy or compassion, he says. As a middle school principal, those qualities come naturally to Kenneth, who is now at a stage in his life to let a woman give them back in return. I want to find someone who I can see and say, I love you for you and you love me for me, he says. Once that is secure, we can build off that foundation. Very nice. That's very nice. Okay. I like that. And I feel like him being a principal, I'm sure he was a teacher prior, right? I'm assuming. Do you have to be a teacher before you can become a principal? But if so, I feel like Kenneth is a patient person, is a nurturing person. So we'll see. Okay. Next we have Austin. Austin looks like, I don't know, his outfit is like reminding me of something like a game character. I don't know. Anyway, Austin is 27 and that's no shade. That's just like a game character. Anyway, okay. So Austin is 27 years old. He's in software sales. Austin is a bare bones kind of guy who appreciates life's simple pleasures. I work hard. I love my family and friends, he says. One thing I love to do with a partner is just have a morning conversation over a cup of coffee. Open and honest dialogue is a non-negotiable for Austin, whose ultimate deal breaker is when people don't communicate their feelings well when things are bothering them. Yes, Austin, I don't like that either. Okay. But he's also learned that people's actions can stem from things that happened to them that weren't their fault. So he's also willing to be patient with the right person. Austin says that his best quality is his ability to stick to things that he loves, including playing the guitar, regularly attending music festivals, and practicing jujitsu, which he's been doing for the past 8 years. There's another lady here who says that she likes music festivals as well, so maybe they'll be able to bond. Okay, Austin, little baby, 27 years old. Okay, look at this one. We got Jamal, 32, ready for church. Okay, 32, store director. Jamal look like he got a big butt, like he got that cake. Okay, so Jamal, 32, store director. For Jamal, dating and compatibility don't come with a manual. If they did, he would have mastered them by now, having swiped his way through his 20s. At this big age, I'm ready to find love in this experiment because I am tired of dating, he says. I'm someone who has experienced a lot in life, so at this particular juncture, it's the right time for me to become a husband. I like that because you'll hear men say that they're ready for a wife, right? But you don't hear them say that they're ready to be a husband. So I like that he used that verbiage. So he says, raised in a tight-knit household with strong Christian morals, Jamal is seeking a family-oriented soulmate who can blend well with his Jamaican and Liberian community back home, period. He half Caribbean, I know that's right. Boop, 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 Jamaica. Okay, let's go. And hopefully she won't mind his habit of bursting into song, as he has a tendency to belt out Chris Brown and Toni Braxton. But Jamal knows his true love will embrace him as he's searching for someone who is able to receive him for who he truly is. Okay, Jamal. Okay, I like that. Okay, we got Jimmy. Jimmy. Okay, Jimmy is 28. He's in software sales, okay? Jimmy is so ready to get married. In fact, he has been for a while now, but dating in the real world just hasn't been working. His need for someone to check every box has led Jimmy astray in past relationships, so now he's trying to really get to know someone and build a connection. As a first-generation college student on both sides of his family, Jimmy is hoping to meet a woman whose ambition matches his own. And if not, he says she must at least push him to be the person he wants to be. Otherwise, Jimmy says he's very open-minded when it comes to dating. And as a self-admitted loud snorer, he's hoping that his future partner will be too. I'm not mad at Jimmy. The pants, okay? The pants. Okay, so that's Jimmy in his pants. Next we have Vince. Okay, Vince. Vince gives like grown man and still like boyish at the same time. He's 35. Yes. He's a lawyer. Yes. Okay. A woman who is a little bit of a tomboy will catch Vince's eye, and he's a total sucker for the girl next door type. Ideally, Vince will connect with a good Christian girl in the pods who will automatically fit in with his family. A lot of people are big on their religion this season. Past commitment issues have plagued Vince's relationship, so he's drawn to an experiment where everybody involved is looking to find their forever person and settle down for the rest of their lives. As a former captain of the U.S. Army turned attorney, thank you for your service, Vince, he is a disciplined guy, except when it comes to doing laundry, which has the tendency to pile up. But he more than makes up for it in the kitchen, and he cooks, as his favorite thing to do for his partner is cooking up a meal, which he calls the most romantic thing. Okay, Vince, you look good on paper. It sounds great. We'll see. We'll see. With this show, you never know, okay? You never know. Next, we have Clay. I like this. I like his outfit. I like the orange looks really nice on him. I like the color of his outfit. Okay, so Clay, he's 31. He's an enterprise sales / entrepreneur. Okay, so it says adaptability is at the top of Clay's list when it comes to qualities he's looking for in a partner. Relationships are a roller coaster, and I need somebody who's going to stay with me through the test of time. Okay, yes, through the test of time, but are you talking about like a ride or die? Am I reading too much into it? You gotta read, because you never know, like, through the test of time. What kind of test though? Let me keep going. Okay. Cleanliness also ranks fairly high, as Clay has no patience for bad hygiene, period. And Clay looks like a very clean guy, okay? If you're smelling bad, I'm going to tell you. He said, if you smell bad, I'm going to tell you, okay? Make no mistakes about it. Clay is going to let you know that you smelling kind of funky today, okay? However, he's also working on his overly blunt delivery, which he says has been a point of contention in past relationships. Do you remember who also said that they were a very blunt person in their bio? Uche. Okay, Clay, I got my eye on you. We're gonna see, because a lot of times people say they're blunt when in actuality they're a-holes. So we'll see if Clay is giving that Uche energy, okay? He says, but at the end of the day, Clay won't compromise on being himself, as he's searching for a soulmate who isn't looking to change him or his self-admitted huge ego, which he knows could annoy his potential wife. Okay, Clay, it's a no. It's a no. It's giving Uche 2.0. That's what it's giving, okay? Underneath it all, Clay says he's a very vulnerable guy who's ready to finally put the effort in the love department. I got myself a house. I got myself a job, he says. This is the moment where I'm ready. So good on you, Clay. He got his house. He got his job. He has those things together, but I don't know. I'm getting some red flags from Clay, the way that he described himself. Next, we have Nolan. He's 31 years old. He's a management consultant. Okay, cat ladies need not apply. As Nolan says, feline friends are an absolute deal breaker. After one bit him on the head as a child, you was probably bothering the cat, okay? Now, cats do be mean sometimes. He says, otherwise, he's ready, willing, and open to all that Love is Blind has to offer, because he's truly here to find a wife. Love, loyalty, faith, friendship, and someone who doesn't mind if he disappears to the golf course for hours at a time are the qualities that he's most attracted to in a potential partner. Okay, so when you go to the golf course, do you mean like on the weekends you go, or do you mean you at the golf course like every day and she got to call around to find where you are because you don't come home? I want someone that loves love as much as I love love, he says. In Nolan's past relationships, his overly high standards have been a deterrent, but he just won't put up with anyone who's not serious about their future. Period, Nolan, okay? He has the right to want that too. That's why he's not playing around in the pods, adding, I really hope that there's someone on the other side of the wall who is looking for a husband. It looks like Nolan is ready. He's ready to settle down, and his standards are high as well. So whoever comes at him, you better come correct, okay? Because Nolan ain't taking no BS either. Okay, so next we have Trevor. He's a project manager. He's 31 years old, and it says Trevor has experienced the many phases of dating throughout his 20s. Hookups, messing around, and not taking relationships seriously. But now he has ran through, and no, I'm joking. It doesn't seem What is wrong with me? But now he is done with all of that and ready to commit to his forever partner. She must be just as driven as he is, because a red flag is someone who has no goals. Period, Trevor, okay? And if she can keep up with his physical fitness routine and ignore his bad habit of chewing ice while watching TV, Trevor is looking forward to starting his next chapter with a wife and his 3 dogs. 3 dogs, that's a lot. Who are like his children. Is Trevor going to be in the pods asking women if they work out a lot as a way to find out, you know, their body type? You know how they do. You know how they be doing. Like, who did that? Shake, Bartiz, you know how they do. Trevor has a major soft spot for kids, as he's worked as a caretaker for children with disabilities directly out of college. I'm very patient with them, he says. I love interacting with kids with special needs, and I worked at camps with an array of kids with Down syndrome and or on the autism spectrum. That's beautiful. So I wonder if that means that Trevor wants to be a father, like to his own kids, right? Or if he's open to being a father to someone else's kid, right? Because that can mean 2 things. That can mean, you know, he can't wait to have kids of his own, but he's not dating someone who has kids. Or it can mean that he would be very welcoming and loving to someone else's kid, because we do have a woman on the cast who has a 10-year-old. So that should be interesting. Okay, so next we have Drake. He's 32 years old. He is a video producer. Drake is keeping his eye and heart open in the pods to find a partner who believes that every day has the potential to be the best day ever. Love that. Positive attitude. As a video producer, it's paramount that Drake ends up with somebody who appreciates and accepts his creativity, which is a bedrock of his personality. I'm looking for someone who's not just going to go through the motions, but wants to build something. Why is my mic down here? Did y'all hear any of that? Because I ain't reading it over. Y'all heard that. Y'all did. I'm looking for someone who's not just going through the motions, but wants to build something very special together, he says. At this point in his life, Drake says he's putting the time and energy to work on himself to better understand what he wants in a partner. I'm ready to find love now because I love myself. That's beautiful. He only asks that the others be respectful of his time because flaking on plans or constantly rescheduling is a serious red flag. And yes, that's true. Let me know in the comments, for those of you who are dating, if you schedule a date with someone and they flake on you like last minute, do you give them another chance? Would you go on another date with them? I'm just curious, okay? I'm just curious. Would you go on another date with them? Or does it depend on like what happened? If it was like an actual emergency, like let me know below, because I'm curious as to what y'all be doing out there in them streets. I'm very curious, okay? But yeah, Drake said respect his time, okay? Don't waste his time. He's not playing with y'all, okay? Next, we have Ariel. He got the little man bun going on. Remember the last person who had a man bun, child. So we got Ariel. He's 32. He's a mortgage broker. It says, rumor has it that Ariel is a huge Adele stan, and he's looking forward to rolling in the deep. Okay, his favorite song is actually Water Under the Bridge. He's searching for a love for the ages in this experiment now that he is getting settled both professionally and financially. So I'm happy that Ariel understands the importance of finances in a marriage, because if we ask someone like Izzy, all you need is love and rainbows and butterflies. This is a contract. Finances are important. I'm glad that he understands that, okay? He also says, I'm at a point in my life where I'm getting ready to take the next step. I've always wanted a family, and I think now is a good time to start that beginning process. And while he's serious about finding a life partner, Ariel knows that my joking around more often than not gets on a lot of people's nerves. That can be irritating if you're with someone who doesn't know when to be serious. It's like, okay, time to get serious. Like if he can't, if he doesn't understand that, yes, that can be very irritating. So he's hoping to meet a hardworking, dedicated, and overall just an easygoing and funny woman who, much like his favorite singer, doesn't currently smoke cigarettes. Okay, so next we have Jeremy. He is 32 years old and he's into intralogistics, okay? Jeremy says he has two speeds, couch potato and doing something outdoorsy. He's looking for a partner who can match his energy on both fronts in hopes of building a full life together someday. A daily routine is a big priority for Jeremy, whose perfect match can join in his daily routines of working out and being physically active. That's important. 2024, let's get active, okay? Let's get in the gym. We all need to get active, get that health in order, okay? Sleep is just as important, but Jeremy hopes that snoring like a freight train won't get on his partner's nerves. What's all these guys are snorers, huh? Ultimately, he's hoping to forge a life-changing and authentic soul connection with his future spouse, as he's done with superficial dating practices on apps and social media. A deal breaker for me in a relationship is someone who's just not genuine. I think that's a deal breaker for the majority of us, Jeremy, okay? I don't see like huge red flags from anyone. Like I said before, I feel like the women pretty much know what they want, but I feel like these guys know what they want too. And I do feel like these guys are a bit more established and ready than the guys in past seasons, especially than the guys in last season. So I have semi-high hopes thus far, okay? Let's get into Dion. He is 27 years old and he's into software sales. Dion says his love story soundtrack would be an early 2000s R&B song. Yes. As a DJ in his off hours. Oh, he's a DJ. That's on one of the lists, like the guys not to date, because, you know, they be at all the parties. They be, you know, but Dion is different. Dion is different, okay? As a DJ in his off hours, Dion has always invested in his passion for music, and he'd love to duet with the woman of his dreams. He's seeking something beyond a physical connection now, like having a best friend, so we could finish each other's sentences. Communication skills are something he really prides himself on, but be warned that he has zero tolerance for people who talk down or gossip about others. If you can make Dion crack a smile, or better yet, laugh at his corny jokes, you'll immediately catch his attention. But don't be fooled by his sense of humor, because he's extremely serious as well, particularly when it comes to meeting his soulmate. Okay, Dion. So Dion says he likes to laugh, but not too much. And he also says that he's seeking something beyond a physical connection now. So in the past, Dion was all about looks. Now he's looking for something deeper. Okay, Dion, we'll see what happens. All right. Next, we have Ben. Look at Ben looking like the teacher's pet. Don't he look like, as a student, he always came to the teacher with apples every morning? That's just what Ben gives in this picture. Okay, so Ben is 34 years old. He's a cloud solutions architect. Ben's been pretty at peace over the past few years, enjoying the freedom to do whatever he wants, be it swing dancing, boxing, okay, Muay Thai boxing, or even a solo cooking class. But he's ready to risk it all for the right person, because without an actual connection and partner, you can't experience true joy. In the pods, he's hoping to come across that once-in-a-lifetime kind of chemistry that will push him to open up and let his guard down. I want someone to add value to my world and add value to my peace. Yes, that is very important. He says, sharing that his ideal partner would join him on walks with his beloved dog and fitness classes. These guys are dog lovers on here, okay? His biggest challenge in the pods might be using humor as a defense mechanism. As Ben knows, he can be too sarcastic for his own good. Ooh, Ben, you got to be careful with that, especially in the pods where you can't see facial expressions and stuff. Your sarcasm might come off as rude or people might not pick up on it, right? Because we can't see the physical. So be careful with that, Ben. But should the right woman be waiting behind that wall, Ben has already started preparing for the next phase of life. I work from home because eventually I want to be around my future family 24/7. Okay, so these guys are definitely family minded on paper. I mean, we just reading what they say. Okay, they're definitely about starting a family. Work is very important to them. They all seem like pretty hard workers. So that's so far so good. Okay, and then is this the last person? Okay, we got everyone. Okay, next we have Johnny. So Johnny is 28 years old. He's an account executive, and it says, Johnny has tried to find the one through dating apps and these dating apps have scarred these people. Seriously. Dating apps in grocery stores, and yes, even on blind dates, but he's had trouble forming anything beyond a really surface level connection. So he's coming to Love is Blind to tune out all the other distractions and dig deep. Independent women, please come to the front because Johnny is attracted to people who stand on their own 2 feet. Okay, that's what Johnny like, right? Okay. He's also hoping his forever partner will join him on the slopes as he's an avid snowboarder who hits the mountains almost every weekend. That's dope. And in the skies, he has a dream of learning how to fly a plane. But Johnny has his feet fully planted on the ground when it comes to love, adding, I'm not just some 27-year-old kid. I'm an adult now, and I want to see what it takes to make this experience work. Okay, like, Johnny, are you like serious, or are you just like here to see like what happens? Like, I don't know. I kind of can read into that in 2 different ways, but that's the cast so far. Listen, I never get huge red flags from these cast reveals. And so far, I feel like the one person who I'm like, is that one guy. What was his name with the orange? And he said he gonna tell you if you funky. What is his name? Y'all know his name, but so far, that's the only one, if I'm remembering. And as far as the ladies, I don't have any issues. Y'all know I'm always be a little bit biased when it comes to the ladies, but that's the cast. Let me know your initial thoughts. Do you have any predictions? Any couple predictions? Do you have any predictions on who's going to be a hot mess? Who's going to be an a-hole? Let me know all your thoughts below. Make sure that you like and subscribe. Hit that notification bell so that we are here for the Love is Blind Season 6 premiere, okay? You know we're going to talk about it. You know we're going to get into it. You know Love is Blind is my show, okay? So I'm so excited for this season, y'all. You have no idea. As you know how we do, we're going to get into all of it, and I will see y'all in my next video. Bye!
Roxy says we're gonna talk about it.